Welcome in, everyone. Next stop on our 2026 resort tours is Coronado Springs. We're going to start right here at the Gran Destino Tower. This resort is massive. There's almost 2,500 rooms plus the largest convention center on Disney property. But it doesn't feel that crowded when you're here because they have so many amenities spread out. Multiple pools, multiple restaurants, multiple bus stops. If you come out of the tower and from the tower head to the left, this is where you'll find your resort bus stops if you're staying in the tower. They are just down the stairs over here, or there's a ramp to the left. There is another way to get to the buses down by the town center down there, and those do not involve stairs or a ramp, and we'll look at those when we get over in that area. Heading into the lobby, this is where you will check in no matter which building or room you are staying in. Whether you're staying in the tower or not, this is where your check-in is. The check-in desk are over to the right. Hey, how are you? With these awesome lit up panels. Now, I don't know if you can see, let me see if I can find one that's not being taken right now, but there are hidden Mickeys all through this. I'll show you this one right here in the upper corner. You can see them around there in the pedals. And then you also have your concierge desk there. And over to the left is where you will find the elevators. They will take you up to your rooms, up to the 16th floor where there's more amenities, or down to where you can grab some quick bites. We're coming down the stairs from check-in, and there's the Barcelona bar down here. It doesn't open until 5, but they do have a mobile order coffee pickup in the morning. There's plenty of seating down here. And if you have a hard time getting up, let me tell you, those, you sink down and you might need a friend to help you get out of there, but they are very comfortable. And one of my favorite things on this level, other than the mosaic background of the Barcelona, is this portrait of Walt and Mickey. It is a nice Disney touch without kind of overdoing it. Also here at the Barcelona, they do have a grab and go section. You can get some juices, some sodas, sweet teas, and a couple little quick snacks. Through those windows is the bottom of the tower lobby where Barcelona's was. And out here you have a nice sitting area and some recreation activities. You have cornhole out here. You also have chess on this side and checkers. You also have the benches and tables out here to overlook the lake in the middle, which we will be going around and through as we explore the outer buildings. Now we are here in the morning, so the 16th floor is not open. It opens up at 5. There's a restaurant and a lounge up there. The restaurant is Tapas, and that's its windows on the top floor, and it has views looking out more towards the parks. The lounge is over on that side and faces the other way. Now Tapas is open Thursday through Sunday, and you do need reservations, but the lounge is open those same days with no reservation. So if you wanted to go up there and grab a cocktail or a light snack and see the views, it is amazing. Here is a map of this massive resort. So you can see the star, we are here. We checked out the tower, which is this brown part. And as you see, other than being tall, that is the smallest part of this resort. It goes around forever. Next, we are heading over to where most of your restaurants are. This is El Centro, which is their kind of center market. And then this is also where the entrance to the main convention center is. So let's get heading over here. This is where the gift shop is. There are 2 ways to get over there from the tower. There is this outdoor path, and then those windows are a path inside in case of inclement weather that you can walk through and get to El Centro and those amenities. As you come out of the hallway, you are met with this amazing open space. This used to be the lobby of the hotel prior to them building the tower, but now they have turned it into this great sitting space with tables and chairs, and there are plugs at all the tables, multiple plugs and USB ports. We are now entering the center here, and this is Panchitos, their gift shop, and we will check out resort-specific merchandise at the end of this tour because they do offer some. Down this hall that is conveniently labeled Convention Center and Restaurants is where you will find the majority of your convention center and restaurants. Here at the beginning part of the gift shop, you have the Rix Café entrance. This is a grab and go that is only open in the mornings and afternoon, but they have pastries, coffees, grab and go. Oh, and I'll tell you right now, the coffee is smelling good. Got some wraps and some juices. Oh, look at these empanadas with hash browns. Oh my goodness, they smell amazing. You have frozen coffee down there. You have more grab and go items, some cereal. So this is a great place just to swing through on your way to the parks and grab something. They also have drink refill stations. So if you've got one of the resort specific, if you've got one of the resort refillable mugs, this is a spot where you can fill them up. As we continue further down the hallway, we start coming into where the food court is and where the Rix Sports Bar is. Come down here, make a left, and this is El Mercado. This is your food court. To the left is Rix Sports Bar and Grill. This is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here is a quick look at their menu. I'll try to get it all in there before the screen switches on me again. But there you go, that is the breakfast menu because we are here early. In the afternoons and evenings, it is a burger and kind of your typical sports bar fare. As you walk into the food court, you are met with your beverage refill stations. Again, if you have one of those resort refillable mugs, you can refill them here. Right now they are serving breakfast, but I'll kind of tell you what else they have here as I've eaten here just a few times, but we'll also get a look at their breakfast options. Over to the right when you walk in is a grab and go section. Again, drinks, sandwiches, salads, small snacks. As we work around this way, this station is not open for breakfast, but as you get into lunch and dinner, this is a bowl station where you can get like rice and chicken or beef. You can see here, this is their breakfast sandwich grab and go. It'll also be part of the bowl station as you come in. Here in the center, right now, this is where they have like their bacon, eggs, hash browns. And this will, during the day and evening, be hamburgers, chicken fingers, and your typical kind of park food. In the corner right now for breakfast, this is your Mickey-shaped waffles, your pancakes, your specific Disney goodies. In the afternoon, or for lunch and dinner, this is where your Italian fare is. So this is where your pizza will be, your pasta, breadsticks, things like that. Here in this corner with the extremely long line is your bakery. So everybody's grabbing their danishes and their coffee. In the lunch and dinner time, they also have everything they have for breakfast, but they also have ice cream. Speaking of those resort refillable mugs, here they are. You just grab them here. Do you believe they are $22, somewhere around there? And you get to refill at any resort during your stay. They are not refillable in the parks, however. Continuing down the main hall from the food court, we have the Maya Grill. Now this is only open for dinner, and it is a sit-down table service Mexican style restaurant. It is not open right now. We'll kind of peek in and I'll show you the dining area, and then we'll take a look at their menu. And here is that dining area. It's got awesome views out to the lake. Here is a look at that menu. If you came out of the hallway from the Grand Tower or from back in the food area, you go out these doors and this will take you to the buses, that section I was talking about where you don't have to climb any stairs. And unless you're coming from the tower, this is more than likely the way you will be coming out to the buses. Once you get out here to this walkway, you just head over to the left and all your bus stations are right there. Okay, with El Centro behind us and the Grand Tower already done, we are gonna start heading around to all the other buildings. Let me pull you into the map here and I'll kind of show you the path we're gonna take and some of the amenities we're gonna see. From El Centro here, we're gonna come around to the Casitas. Each of these sections does have their own pool. So if you don't want to hike all the way over here to the dig site, which is the main pool complex, each one has their own pool. From the Casitas, we'll work our way over to the Rancheros and their pool, and then down to the Cabanas and their pool. And then of course, we'll see the dig site and the restaurants at the Three Bridges. First thing we come to on the walkway is the Laguna Bar. It opens at 5 and it is right here on the water outside of El Centro. And they have specialty mixed drinks and then standard beers also. Disney does consider the Casitas the preferred rooms. However, I think preferred is in the eye of the beholder. They are closer to the amenities, but if you were looking for more of a quiet escape, my favorite is the Rancheros. You can really feel like you're secluded back there, and they're so close to a bus stop, and I'll show you that when we get around there. Every one of these sections has different style rooms. You have kind of your lagoon style or lagoon view rooms. You'll have courtyard view rooms, which we'll go in there and look at some of the courtyards, and there'll be views that face the parking lot. If you are here for a convention, the Casitas Building 1 here has its own entrance into the convention center. Here's one of the courtyards in the Casita, and this is one of my favorites. With the fountain and the palm trees around, you're kind of secluded because the building surrounds you, but it's still an open sky. In between Casitas buildings 2 and 3, and this has the walkway down to the pool. Just outside this pool is the health club. It is the only health club on property, so it will be a little bit of a walk from the other buildings. But here's the Casitas pool. They are a little bit smaller than the main pool because they only really have to accommodate the people in these buildings. And it is set right near the lagoon, but because it's set back from the walkway, you don't get much traffic right by it. Outside the pool of the Casitas is another little recreation area with cornhole and checkers and some seats that face right on the lagoon and give you views of Villa del Largo and the tower. These are the last buildings in the Casitas, and we are going to head around to the Rancheros. We are walking the long way around to the Rancheros, but if you were coming from the Rancheros and not the Casitas, and you wanted to get back to the center quicker, you would just take the bridge straight across the lagoon, and that's going to be your quickest way. As you enter the Rancheros, the resort just drastically changes. You are now in what feels like a sleepy little quiet town somewhere in the southwest. Most of these buildings back here are only 2 stories. So if you have a second floor room, you are the top floor. Nobody will be above you. Public service announcement. These are real cacti. So they have the prickers on them and thorns. Don't let the kiddos go touch one. As we come along to the pool, you have more courtyards with rock work, stones everywhere, keeping the theming. And this building has your laundry service in it and also backs up to the Rancheros pool, which I do believe is the best theme pool of any of the buildings, but I'll let you guys look at it and see what you think. This is by far the most secluded pool on property. So if you were looking for a quiet place to relax and just feel like you're not in the middle of Walt Disney World Resort, this would be a perfect place to do it. I don't know if I showed you when we were at the Casitas, but each of these sections does have their own bus stop. Here's the bus stop for the Casitas. And then as we come down to the Rancheros where we are now, there's their bus stop. And then over at the Cabanas, theirs is down here. So you do not have to walk all the way back to El Centro and catch their buses. Next up, we will hit up the Cabanas, and then we will go into the dig site and the Three Bridges before we end our tour with resort-specific merchandise. One of the nice things about the Rancheros and the Cabanas is they have a back entrance to the dig site main pool that you can sneak in from both of these. And as we get on the walkway heading over to the Cabanas, I'll show you where that is. Here is that back entrance to the dig site. It slides right through there, and it is located right between the edge of the Cabanas and the Rancheros. We have made it into the Cabana section, which is beach themed. You got the teal and ivory colors and the roofs have changed here. Lots more palm trees. You have a sand beach here with hammocks. Here at the Cabanas pool, they do have another guest laundry section. This pool is a little less secluded than the others. You have the parking lot right there, and then you have the main walkway to the tower on the other side. Here is the pool, and I think because you were so close to the dig site here, they didn't put a whole lot into this one. That does it for our building tours. Now I am super excited to take you over to the dig site and show you that. A few weeks ago, we released a video on our top 5 pools at Disney resorts, and this one of course made it. And if you haven't seen that video, go back on our channel and check that out because there are some really neat pools in that video. We've made it to the main entrance of the dig site. You are never too far away from it. It's pretty centrally located. You have this bridge that'll take you over from the tower. You can also use the back entrance from the Ranchos and the Cabanas, and then across there at the Casitas, you have the bridges that'll take you over right down there. When I call this dig site a complex, it is because it has so many other things than just a pool. You have a children's pool, you have, of course, the ruins, you have a hot tub, you have a ball court, Siestas, which serves drinks and food, and an arcade, and a dry playground. It is an amazing complex here in the center of Coronado Springs. The main pyramid pool, you have plenty of seating in the sun and in the shade, along with a more secluded sitting area under this awesome big tree back here in the shade if you're looking to not be right on the pool. This pool is very large with steps coming in at the pyramid and then the water slide off to the side, and then other water features coming in. To the back right of the pool, you do have a little splash pad. It's not a full water playground as some resorts now have, but it is a little fun area for the kids to play with some fountains coming up and little bubblers. The exit to the water slide is here, right to the right of the pyramid. There's 2 ways to get to it. You can either walk in front of the pyramid, or if you're over by the kids' splash pad, there are these stairs that go over to the slide and will take you up. Just beside the pyramid is the hot tub. It is the one and only hot tub. Most Disney locations do just have hot tub, except for a few of the deluxe resorts. When you come out the side of the pool, you are met with Siestas, which has a full service bar, frozen drinks, beer, mixed drinks. And then one thing a lot of the resorts in the moderates category don't have is a restaurant by the pool. Not a large menu, but you do have burgers, tacos, quesadillas, and then a flamin' hot Cheetos mac and cheese. Of course, kids' meals, hot dogs, cheeseburgers. Other amenities outside of the pool here. You have the Explorers Playground in the back, which has slides for the kids. It's all dry, no water features here. You have a shuffleboard and ping pong tables. And then lastly over here, you do have the Iguana Arcade. So when I say it's a complex, that is just it. You're not a pool. You have tons of amenities. It's finally time to get on the bridges. We're coming from the bridge to the dig site. That one heads off to the Casitas. And then there's one that goes past the 3 Bridges Restaurant, Bar, and Grill that will take you back to El Centro, which is where we will head to do resort-specific merchandise after we check out 3 Bridges. This is Villa del Largo at the 3 Bridges. This has small bites, drinks, specialty cocktails. It does have some entrees. Oh, the pork carnitas tacos are very good. This opens at 5 usually. And you have the larger bar in the center, but the views from here with the tower lit up and El Centro lit up, it is a very nice place to sit and relax in the evenings after a long day at the park. We have made it back around to Panchitos to check out some resort-specific merchandise. And as I say in all my videos, I believe that resort-specific merchandise makes an excellent gift or souvenir because it's something you can only get from your resort. And here is the start of it. They have, oh wow, these are soft. They have these blankets and you can see the design on it here. So it is similar to the mosaics that are around the property, except it is blue, a very nice color blue. They have this Gran Destino Tower shirt here. Again, it looks like the same decor that is on the check-in or the back of the check-in. Round here, you have a hat. And then this one looks very similar to the Port Orleans one, except it just says Coronado Springs Resort. So you got t-shirts here, beach towels that say Coronado Springs. With it being chilly this morning, they have the long sleeves out front. This is a half zip with embroidered Coronado Springs. Over here we have glassware. This is not at every resort. So you have this that says Coronado Springs Resort, and this says Villa del Largo, which was the bar and grill area out on the Three Bridges. You have Disney Coronado Springs polos and another half zip jacket with embroidered Coronado Springs on it. You have these Tervis cups. They match that shirt we saw, and they have the same pattern as the check-in counters. Here is a mug that matches that blanket we saw. I'm imagining you would have to buy both. Have the blanket and then the cup of coffee with it. That'd be a nice setup. This resort has its own lug bag. Look at this with all the kind of mosaics on there. There it is, Coronado Springs. Look at this, an exclusive Pandora charm for Coronado Springs. That is definitely unique to this resort. As we keep moving around, they have a luggage tag and magnets showing off the tower, and these coasters. And they are heavy, like ceramic-like coasters. That does it for the resort merchandise. I always loved looking at that stuff because, like I said, it is unique and it's something you can only get at the resort. I really hoped you enjoyed our tour of Coronado Springs. If you have any questions about the resort or if we missed anything that you were curious about, just drop them in the comments below. And if you like what we did here today, we'd really appreciate it if you'd like the video and subscribe. Maybe hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we do release new videos. Not only do we have these resort reviews, but me and my daughter do vlogs Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So come check us out. Thanks.